My name is Joanna and this is my vegan challenge. But first, a little backstory. I'm a bartender. I started working at this bar, Doc Holiday's, in 1994. The clientele has changed over the years. I've become legendary for making these signs that are behind the bar. Also in 1994, I sometimes waitressed at the Mayfair Club, an underground poker club in the basement of the Stanford Hotel in New York City on 25th Street, which became the basis for the movie Rounders, the Chesterfield Club, which was where Teddy KGB ran the club. In 2006, I started playing poker myself, all the while still working at Doc Holiday's. 25 years later, I still work here. Over the years, I've done quite a bit of documenting of my life. From bartending to poker. Every year, I now play the main event, which is a $10,000 buy-in in Las Vegas at the Rio Hotel. Less than a year ago, my friend Kevin and I started a podcast which melds all of my worlds together, tending bar, playing poker, all the interesting people that I've met along the way. Through a Poker Go show, I met this guy Duncan. It turns out he has a YouTube show about being vegan. It's called So You're Dating a Vegan. It's with him and his wife, Liz. So I invited them on Joanna and Kevin's big show. I had an Atlantic City trip planned, and I wondered what it would be like for a vegan trying to find options in the middle of a poker tournament. It's hard enough to find healthy options, let alone vegan options. So I decided to take the vegan challenge. Here it goes. I usually take the bus, but this time I was lucky enough to get a ride. Coming into Atlantic City, there's lots of billboards. You get to see the ocean. Atlantic City is known for a lot of things: gambling, sports betting, casinos, fine dining, submarine sandwiches, casinos, and more casinos, but definitely not vegan food. I ordered a cauliflower dish at Wolfgang Puck's American Grill. I assumed it was going to be vegan, but it wasn't. It had cream and fish sauce in it. I ate it anyway because I was hungry, but it was my fault. I should have asked the server. Day 1, Tuesday. In the morning, I had iced coffee with good Karma flax milk. In the afternoon, I had a cookie dough flavored Lara bar. This is not what I ate. That's what they were eating next to me. I had the roasted cauliflower side dish and was still hungry, so I took a side dish of Brussels sprouts with me. It was not that satisfying. Wednesday was tournament day, and again I had iced coffee with flax milk, and then I went to register for the tournament. I had bought this flax snack stuff that tastes like pizza that Daniel Negreanu, a tournament player, had recommended on one of his websites. I didn't like it. It stuck in my teeth. This is my poker face and my flax snack face. This is my chip protector, my Matt Damon head, which also made a small appearance in my stand-up comedy show back in April. The tournament did not go so well, and I was not laughing. I got my money in good against 2 other players with the best hand and got sucked out on the river. That's my walk of defeat. I headed over to the Tropicana, which has a lot of restaurants, so I figured I could find a lot of options. Cuba Libre has a happy hour with some really good deals. I got this pineapple guacamole with plantains for only $5. This Jose Garces restaurant wasn't open during this trip. I had been there over the summer and I really liked it, so I thought I'd include it in my trip report. The interior is really cool. It's modeled like a real Chinatown, and they have a lot of vegan options, as most Asian restaurants do. This seaweed salad was delicious, and I would definitely go back for it again. After Cuba Libre happy hour, I headed over to Atlantic Avenue to this place called Los Amigos. I passed it 1,100,000 times because it's directly across from the bus terminal where I generally come in. It has real vegan options, main dishes like these mushroom tacos and like these vegan meatballs, which were delicious. I would definitely suggest this place for somebody that wants really filling, hearty vegan food. Here's a recap of what I ate on day 2. For Thursday, day 3, since I was no longer in the tournament, I decided to head to the beach towns neighboring Atlantic City. I had lived there one summer, so I knew about Ventnor and Margate and these really cool towns that are maybe 20 minutes down the road. I passed the Knife and Fork Inn and I headed towards this place called the Enlightened Cafe. It has a lot of vegan options and some cool CBD products. I had a CBD oil coffee that was delicious. And then I headed down to Margate to see Lucy the elephant and the beach in the winter. From there, I went to this really cool health food store, which had vegan cheese that tastes like smoked provolone by this company called Violife, which I think is out of Europe and has a bunch of vegan cheese options. My travel partner wanted to get a hoagie or a submarine or a hero, whatever you want to call it, at the White House. So he had meat. He wasn't eating vegan. But I grabbed some of the peppers that he had on his sub and I put it on my cheese and had like a mini cheese sandwich. I also got this vegan jerky at the health food store, which was pretty good. Here's a recap of what I ate on day 3. Leaving Atlantic City, I had to stop at Wawa. If you're from Pennsylvania, everybody knows Wawa. If you're from New Jersey, everybody knows Wawa. So that's where we got gas and some snacks for the ride home. Coming into the Holland Tunnel, I reflected on my trip. I thought, wow, there were actually a lot more vegan options than I expected. However, since I had busted the tournament, I had time to leave Atlantic City and go to neighboring towns. If I was in a tournament and stuck at the table for 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours, would it have been as easy? I'm not so sure. I don't know that I want to be stuck eating side dishes, Brussels sprouts, and stuff like that. I am going back soon because there's a World Poker Tour, and I'm going to do the challenge again for an entire week, probably playing multiple tournaments for many hours a day. It's going to be much more challenging. But I conquered the 3-day challenge. That's a wrap. Stay tuned for Vegan Challenge Part 2, coming soon.